Oh shoot, my bad, I didn't see you there. Well, hey y'all, Blake here from the Southern Cowboy, and today I'll be doing a review and a little bit of a comparison video on the Tecovas Cartwright and the Tecovas Jason boot. Let's get straight into it. So, if you don't know what Tecovas is, it was established in 2015 by Paul Hedrick, and he wanted to make a cowboy boot that was affordable for the consumer because there were only a few cowboy boot companies like Casey, Anderson Bean, ML Letty's, and all that type of stuff, right? So he seized an opportunity to make the most affordable boot, not cheap and not too expensive, there is on the market. And his first boot was the Cartwright, and he did so well. Like, his first store was in Austin. Then he made some belts to go with your boots, bags, clothing. I'm not sure about their clothing, and also cowboy hats. So yeah, he got successful and he opened more stores across the United States. Now, when I first heard of Tecovas, I decided to buy their first one, because why not try their first boot first that they ever made before trying the really popular ones. So first one we'll be reviewing is the Cartwright right here. Let me move this out the way. I have my I don't know if you see that, but that's my dog Harper. Hey Harper. But yeah, sorry about that. And also, if you notice my haircut, I did get a haircut yesterday, so I don't have long hair anymore. But yeah, now I have to wait for it to grow back. But yeah, here's the Cartwright. The first boot I bought from Tecovas. Alright. So, this one's the brown bovine. Now, if you don't know what bovine leather is, it's like in 90% of the leather products in the United States. Like, that's it. Like 90% of the leather that's made in the US is bovine leather, meaning like a herd of cattle. Like, for example, a herd of cows is bovine. That's it. But yeah, that's what bovine leather is. They make this in goat leather, calf skin. They make it in two, actually, colors in calf skin. This is a brown bovine. They make a black calf skin boot and a tan calf skin one. But yeah, that's really it, really. But they did come out with a new goat leather one. They made a tan one, and they made like a gray goat leather boot. It's a little ugly. But yeah, here it is. So, obviously I broke them in. Like, they come out out the box broken in. These are soft. You could see that these have mileage. That's good. The stitching, so instead of like the lacing, they made the stitching more like this. It's like more, I guess you could say, stamped or something. Here's the pull straps. So yeah, this boot cost me, before they raised the prices, $250. That's pretty affordable for a decent boot, I guess you could say. Not cheap, but not expensive. Here's the toe stitching. Yeah, so on the inside is a I believe, hang on, I think more of a dark green bovine on the inside. And then it says there, I don't know if you could see that really good, made in Leon, Mexico. Alright, so that's where these are made. Now, the reason I kind of stopped wearing these boots is the sizing. So, and I forgot to mention, another bad part is they put a plastic insert. So this is not a work boot, which shocked me. So I'm like, great. These are more of a dress boot. So that means these get scuffed very, very easily. They get damaged easily, like. So, I'm gonna go outside and show you what they look like when I try them on. Alright, so as you can see, that I am trying them on. Now, the size I have on is an 11, which is way too big for my size. I mean, they break in very easily. They look nice. They look like something more of a Ralph Lauren quality leather. I'll give them that. They don't really have a spur shaft like the MLETs that I wear all the time. Yeah, so they have their name on the heel cap. But these are way too big. And another thing I will give them is they're doing that same method that MLETs use on their soles, like their leather soles. Like this is holding up really well, so I like it. So as I'm doing right now on the rocks, they're holding up, but they're not gonna hold up really well like the MLETs boots, you know what I mean? So these are more of a fragile sole that they have. They'll hold up to rocks, but not like the ones with a sharp edge. So let me go back inside and I'll show you the Jason boot. Okay, so as much as well as they're made and how much the sole holds up and that nice intoxicating leather smell that they have, even if you wear them for a year or two, that just still doesn't make them a good boot for the Cartwright. Now, here's why I say this is not a good one to have in your wardrobe. Alright, so first, these break in, depending on the leather. Some people say, and this is lately, this has been happening, that the sole within 6 months or a year breaks off to a point where it's unrepairable. Like it'll get unstitched. And Tecovas said that, oh, that's normal. No, it's not normal. If the sole stitching breaks off like that, it's unfixable. And they break in like this. This is a terrible break-in point. You do not want it to look like that. Like, what the heck? I mean, look, they're uneven. It's very uneven. And I guess Tecovas now, one person reported that the boot that they had, this was like their, I believe this was a boot made of their new goat leather one. One person reported that it's made of top grain leather, the worst leather you can buy. Like, and he said that it's so bad. The boot started fading. And you know what? I think the same thing has been happening here. It's hard to see, but it's starting to fade. And it gets scratched on easily. So, my thought on this boot is, this is terrible, alright? Do not buy Tecovas, please. If you're one of those guys who wear the Cartwright from Tecovas, get out of here. No. Right? And yeah, so the Cartwright wasn't good. I was a bit disappointed about that, right? But when I went to Fort Worth for my birthday, which my birthday was in September, but we went to Fort Worth in October. When we went there, I went to the Tecovas store in the stockyards, and I bought myself there almost like a hybrid between a work and a dress boot. And it's water resistant bovine leather. They call this the Jason. So I'll show you what this one looks like. They have two colors, black and tan. So I chose the black, and I thought, oh, maybe this one will work out well. I'll give them one more chance, right? Because you should at least give a business like that has quote-unquote great quality a second and last chance, right? And I thought, you know what, maybe this would be good. Well, so I got back in Florida, I had these delivered to me, right? And this, they say to size down for this one, because I guess they're big. So my size usually in a round toe would be a 9.5 or 9. So I thought, okay. So I tried 9.5. They're too small. So I'm like, what the heck? I tried 10. They fit well, right? So I thought, okay, you know what? I'll get a 10. Like, they were a bit snug here, but yeah, so I got these delivered. When we got back, I put them on. I wore them for at least a couple of days until my ML Letties arrived. So I thought, you know what, this is not a bad boot. Well, I was wrong. Now, before I say the issue, I'll show you what this boot is made of, right? So, this is a water-resistant bovine. So it's not waterproof, but it's resistant. So you can wear this in the rain and all. That's why I picked it, because I thought it would be good for wet season in the South Florida. The shaft has a different stitching. This one has a rubber sole, a Vibram. Yeah, Vibram rubber sole. So I thought this one would be good. You can see that the name is right there. This one has more of a gray bovine lining. And these are made in Leon, Mexico as well. So I thought these would be good till I tried them on. Now this one has a plastic insert as well. I tried them on. These are way too big for my liking. Now me, I do not like a big boot that's so big that they don't fit. Now I will show you outside what they look like on me. So let's get back outside for this one. As you can see, this is what they look like on. So these are a little better fitting than the Cartwright, as you see right now. So they do pay attention with the rubber soled boots when it comes with rubber and all that stuff. These do stack up with my jeans that I'm wearing right now. The Tecovas thing over there on the heel. Not bad, right? So one thing I like is that these, because it's a rubber sole, they can handle the rocks. So if they could handle this, they can handle a little bit of the sharp rocks like on mounts a bit, but not so sharp. You know what I mean? So and since the water resistant, I'll show you what the water resistance looks like with a hose, okay? Let me put my phone down for a sec. As you can see, these are really good at resisting water. That's one thing I do like about this boot. I don't like the plastic thing on the heel that is right here, because they could fall and they make the boot loose. So when I kick, it becomes way too loose for my liking. I want them snug. That's what I like in a cowboy boot. But yeah. So here, let me do the mud test. You can see they resist the mud. That's good. And they resist water, so that's a good thing. So if you live in the South, where, like for example, Louisiana, Florida, maybe some parts of Texas, this is good, alright? But this is not the best. Now, yeah, it's water resistant and maybe snow resistant, I'm not completely sure, but still has a lot of issues. So let's get back inside and I'll tell you all my thoughts on this one. So here's my thoughts on this. Being that both of these are made in Mexico, which is good. Anything that's made in North America, like made in Canada, the United States, or Mexico, it's gonna be top-notch quality, right? But I'm admitting it. These are the worst cowboy boots to buy in the whole world. I'm not even kidding. Like, Tecovas, what the heck are you thinking? Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but this is not good quality. Like, I'll give you this, okay? Your leather is good, right? For the Cartwright before you changed it to a terrible leather quality. The sole, like the leather sole for the cowboy boots with leather soles, that's good. I liked it. Almost at the ML Letty's quality for the leather sole, but still not. No. The Jason, on the other hand, this is a good boot to have in the south when it's raining and all, but this still performs terrible. Like, if it rains outside, this will still have issues with the heel cap. And here's why I say the heel cap is your problem. It's because they make the boot too loose for comfort. And what I mean it's too loose for comfort is because, let's just say you're a farmer, right? And you're kicking around in the mud, right? They'll easily get off your foot. Now, I do not like that. No. I like them snug. I always like my cowboy boots snug. Alright? This is not snug at all. This is just constricting and loose at the same time. This is not snug. That's not what I want. The rubber sole is good, and the quality for this one, on the other hand, and the Cartwright, is good as well, but it's still terrible. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but if I were to choose between any cowboy boot brand in the world, obviously I will choose ML Letty's and Lucchese. But if there was an option for terrible cowboy boots in the world, you know what I would choose? Like, let's just say this. If there was an option between Ariat and Tecovas, you wanna know what I would choose? I'd rather choose Ariats instead of Tecovas. Yeah. I said it. What? I said it. And I'm not taking it back. Like, I would literally take Ariats instead of Tecovas. Not the made in China Ariat boots. They're Benchmade line. I'd rather take that than this. This is just terrible. So, let's see. The only things that Tecovas has that's good is the rubber sole, which is Vibram. The leather quality for the Jason, it's decent. It's decent. Not good, but not bad. The leather sole quality, still terrible, but not too bad. Customer service is good, alright? I'll give you that. Customer service, because I reached out to them a few times to ask questions. They were good. I'll give you that one as well. And before the Cartwright turned into a terrible boot to own, with the good quality, that was good. But in total, you'll only have 5 good things. So you are probably the worst boot company to buy from in the world. I'm not even kidding. Alright? So, if y'all are a Tecovas fan, I'm sorry to say this, but nah. Just don't buy Tecovas at all. And I'm not the only one that thinks that your boots are a little, like, terrible. I had a few friends, and it's also more people that reviewed your boots, like the Prescott in Hickory Bison, I believe it's called, from Jeremiah Craig. He said that they're too big and you would have to wear the thickest socks. Not even actually. Like, he wore his thickest socks in the Prescott, still were too big. Same with my friend Lionel, he got them in shark skin, too big. like, your press kit boot is probably the worst one out of all of them. It's either gonna be too big or something like that. Like, what the heck? And then there was one with the Jason saying that it's not even a work boot. So why are you making a dress boot that's resistant to rain when there's no point? Think about it for a sec. Leather is already water resistant. Like the Cartwright, that's already water resistant. Why are you trying to make the Jason a dress boot with a terrible plastic insert? Make it water resistant and not even do much in them at all. Look, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, like, if it's a dress boot, it should have a leather sole, not a rubber sole. If it's a work boot, they could have a leather sole as well, but mostly they have a rubber sole or a hybrid sole, like leather sole like here, and the rest is a rubber sole. Like a square toe would have a rubber sole in the middle and a leather sole as well. That's what it is. But yeah, this is just terrible. So with that being said, my thoughts on this is, do not buy Tecovas. Just don't. And I'm not just saying this for their cowboy boots, but their hats. Like their I think it's called the Ranchman. That hat is $300. Why? I don't know. But it's pure rabbit. Now, me personally, for a pure rabbit hat, that is the worst pricing to put it at. Just for a pure rabbit fur felt hat, $300? No, I would buy that for $150 or $200. That's $8. Not that high. Like, you could get a 200X for $1,200 or a 40X for $800, which the 40X American is 40 to 50% beaver. 200X is pure beaver. It's just 50% beaver back hair, 50% beaver belly hair, which I find that good. All right, and I'm wearing my 200X right now, actually. You probably saw the review anyway. That was my first video. Look, 200X. This is better than your quote-unquote hat that you sell. Not even gonna lie. Like, come on, Tecovas. Just no. But yeah, that's the video for today. So yeah, if you're a Tecovas fan, I'm sorry, but that's just the facts. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Also, next week on Saturday is going to be a special video in Davie, Florida. So if you're in Davie, Florida for the Orange Blossom Festival, I'll be there. Alright, so you all have a good day, and I'll see you all next week. Keep it Southern.